Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, quite literally a long while since I've done one of these for sure, so yeah. And I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, where have I been for the past week since after my previous upload for sure. Well, it's actually quite obvious. Sadly, my family and I were, of course, sadly sick for sure, as, of course, well, sorry, I had to cough for sure, but either way, I think my mom sadly tested positive for COVID-19 for sure right around on Monday last week, which was around the time I've actually posted one of my TikTok videos onto this channel as its own video for sure, and then it got to my dad right around the day after, and sadly it got to me right around on Thursday last week for sure, so so yeah, I guess you can pretty much tell I think I was pretty much sick around that time, which did leave me in a really tough place for sure, and I was stuck under isolation for the past 5 days for sure. But now I'm already making a massive recovery now. I've already completed my isolation. I've tested negative for COVID once again for sure. So yeah, I should be fine for sure as long as I get the proper treatment I need, and of course some rest and relaxation for sure. So yeah. And I guess if you couldn't tell, I think it actually is starting to show in my voice right about and how, where, of course, it's actually going right about now, so sorry about that, so. But either way, I should be fine for sure. I'm already making a massive recovery as we speak, and this is the only side effect I have to deal with for a little while, so hopefully I'll be back to normal very, very soon, but needless to say, since after I did manage to recover from COVID for sure, I already did film a couple of videos for sure, despite this massive downside for sure, but I did actually embrace it for sure, and had to do what I need to do, so excuse me, oh my god. Okay, I should be fine right about now, so can I get through it? Okay. Yeah, I'll just make it through this right about now, and then afterwards I'll just get plenty of rest and relaxation and a bit more recovery time just to get my voice back on track for sure, and thankfully I've been drinking lots of water for sure, so hopefully that will help. Okay. Whew. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I think much like with, of course, my two upcoming videos for sure, so hopefully I think you might understand, given to, of course, the state where I'm at right about now, I'm going to do my best to, of course, make it through this thoughts video for sure, despite, of course, what I'm going through right about now, So yeah, anyways, for today's thoughts video right about now, I think this is one of many videos that I'm doing right about now, where, of course, since after I made a massive recovery after my 5 days in isolation, sorry, you're gonna see me cough a whole lot in this video, so yeah, I'll definitely make it through it for sure, so. Okay. But anyways, for today's thoughts video, which is one of many videos that I'm catching up on right about now, just since after what has happened for the past week for sure, I've decided that pretty much I will, of course, pretty much kick myself back at home and, of course, do the one thing I always love doing, which is, of course, well, stream a movie for sure, So yeah, and of course I am massively late to, of course, get to this one, as of course I should have done it around the time it came out, but again, I was sick with COVID, pretty much around that time, so I couldn't even do it for sure, so. But hey, I'm making up for it right now, and finally talking about it here today for sure, so. So yeah, I guess with that being said, for today's movie right about now, I think it's about time that we get ourselves back to streaming right about now and talk about the latest movie that had just hit Netflix not too long ago. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much what we're gonna do for sure. And I guess for today's movie for sure, I was in for a really great treat for sure, as this movie really did warm my heart right about now, so. Okay. Alright, so I guess for today's movie right about now, I think it's about time that I go ahead and take a look at the latest film that had just hit Netflix right about now, which is none other than Pinocchio, or I guess in this case, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, So yeah, this is of course the latest movie that had just hit Netflix not too long ago, and well, I am massively late to officially talk about it, so yeah, I guess for my first video back after my massive illness for sure, I think it makes sense for me to finally go ahead and talk about this movie for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so before I could go ahead and talk about this movie, well, excuse me, so yeah, I think we do know the good old-fashioned story of Pinocchio for sure, just a nice little tale on, of course, a wooden boy going on, making adventures for sure, all to fulfill his goal to, of course, become a real boy for sure, and needless to say, this story has been adapted several times for sure, with like many different versions for sure. Even Disney actually did that for sure. Well, before they botch it up with their live-action remake that I did talk about some time ago, so. But you get the clear picture on that. Pinocchio is, of course, a really fascinating story and has been told countless times for sure, So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, Pinocchio for sure. And I guess as for Guillermo del Toro, well, what can I say about him that a lot of people haven't for sure? Despite the fact that I never actually saw much of his films for sure, I will admit he is, of course, a really talented filmmaker for sure. Actually, bringing out some really big hit after really big hit for sure. So yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think I know I haven't seen much of his films for sure. In fact, I think probably the last film that I actually saw that was directed by him was, of course, Pacific Rim, and that one was pretty good, so yeah. I know I would love to, of course, see all of his other films for sure, because yes, there is something about Del Toro that actually has a really nice golden touch that a number of filmmakers that I love and admire also have for sure. So yeah, I guess needless to say, I do respect Guillermo del Toro as a really talented filmmaker. He always has a really nice golden touch when it comes to his films for sure. Well, not all of them for sure, but that's beside the point for sure. So anyways, I guess in the subject for this movie right about now, I will admit, based on what I'm seeing in the trailers right about now, it did pique my interest for sure, because pretty much based on my research, this was of course the one passion project that Del Toro has always wanted to do for some time about now, and yeah, it's actually gone through a whole decade of development hell for sure. Even at one point where, of course, I nearly got canceled for sure, but I am actually thankful that he actually received a new life for sure, thanks to Netflix for sure. So yeah, and it's hard to believe that this series, of course, jam-packed with, of course, some Pinocchio movies this year. Like, of course, not just this, but also the Disney live-action remake, which I still absolutely hate for sure, so never talking about that ever again. And not to mention a really bizarre one with Pauly Shore. I'm not kidding on that, so... Okay. Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's actually happening for sure, so... But needless to say, despite, of course, what I've actually speculated for sure, I think based on what I'm actually seeing in the trailers, Del Toro's take on it actually does pique my interest a whole lot for sure. So I was quite curious to see on how that'll go once it actually comes out, and... Whew, well... Oh yeah, cough in between sentences while talking about this movie. Yeah, that'll make a good video, so... Whew, okay. Alright, so anyways, I guess if anything, pretty much since I actually did make a massive recovery after being infected with COVID for the past 5 days, I actually found the right time and actually decided to fire up Netflix and actually watch this movie for myself, and... Well, I just literally finished watching it right about now, and I guess, I guess the question remains, what do I think of this movie now that I got to see it? Well, sorry about that, so, but anyways, to answer the question, well, I have to say, this movie was really, really incredible for sure, and it definitely warmed my heart a whole lot, so yeah, everything from, of course, what I'm actually seeing right about now. I know I did say Guillermo del Toro has actually put out some really big hits for sure, and I'm proud to say that this is definitely another one of those for sure that he's done. This movie is just absolutely delightful all the way, and I really, really love it all the way, so yeah. Oh, jeez. So, but yeah, I think it's what I can say on that. Alright. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna do my best to get through this right by now, despite my illness for sure. So yeah, just bear with me right about now. So. Alright, so anyways, now that I've got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about. As best as I can, for sure, so for starters is, of course, the story, for, of course, this movie, and, well, it's pretty much similar to what you would expect, like any other Pinocchio movie, for sure, but what really makes it great all the way is that, well, Del Toro has actually thrown in some stuff that is actually new and interesting that I never thought I would expect from, of course, a Pinocchio movie in its entirety, and the way I've actually seen it all the way, it actually really does do a fine job in doing exactly that for sure, and I'm really impressed with, of course, what I've actually seen for sure, so... So yeah, I think it's what I can say for, of course, the story on that one, pretty much the same as, of course, you would expect, but I really love the way on the new and unique and interesting elements they decide to throw into this one, which actually makes it all the more engaging, and I was actually hooked all the way in, of course, what goes on for sure, so yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that, and not only that, the film's writing, I have to say, is... Yeah, the film's writing, I have to say, I will admit, it's actually brilliantly well done for sure. Pretty much the way the film is written out through, it's a really, really incredible screenplay. I actually follow through with it for sure, and I was, yeah, and again, I was engaged with, of course, what goes on for sure, and yeah. And yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on the Hag. Some of the heartwarming moments are really well done. Some of the nice development they give in a good number of areas for sure is really engaging for sure. And I really do love the nice tonguing atmosphere that this movie decided to go for sure. So yeah, all of that through the film's screenplay, I have to say, is brilliantly well done for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the story and the writing, I have to say, my God, it is absolutely marvelous for sure. And I was really engaged with, of course, what goes on throughout the entire course of the movie for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. All right. Whew. Okay. Alright, so now that I've got those two out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about the next couple of things I should talk about, which are, of course, the characters. And I have to say, the characters, I will admit, they are absolutely engaging for sure. Every single one of them I've actually seen on screen is actually really, really likable, and I will admit they actually are very interesting for sure. And again, I actually really do love the good sense of development they've actually give to all these characters for sure, which actually does make them all the more interesting to root for sure. So. But yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on that front. But not only that, the other thing I should mention, all the actors that actually came on board to play all these characters, my God, it is, of course, brilliantly well casting, I have to say. And each and every one of them did turn out some really, really great performances for sure. Like, of course, I really do admire some really nice and unique performances from Ewan McGregor, Ron Perlman, and Finn Wolfhard, and of course, let's not forget to mention Cate Blanchett and Tilda Swinton, and that's just to name me a few right about now. All of those, I have to say, they really did give some really, really amazing performances for sure, let alone almost Oscar-worthy performances for sure, which actually makes it all the more amazing to look at for sure. And I actually do find myself getting invested with, of course, every single one of those performances, hands down. So, but yeah, I think it's what I can say on that front right about now. So yeah, either way, all the characters and all the actors, I have to say, they are really, really amazing for sure. And I've been really engaged with, of course, what goes on for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. Alright, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot, actually, so I'll do my best to speed run through this right about now, so... yeah. Like I said, I'm trying my best to get through this right about now during this video for sure, but hey, it's my first one that I've done in well over a week since my last upload. Give me a break, so anyways, pretty much the rest of the movie, I have to say, well, there's a whole lot for me to talk about. For starters is, of course, well, the animation, I have to say, and I will admit, from what I've actually seen right, but now the animation, of course, this movie is brilliantly well done for sure, all entirely stop motion for sure, and I have to say, that is the perfect medium of animation for, of course, this movie for sure. We haven't seen much stop-motion animation in recent years for sure, and even when they do, many of them have actually turned out very, very well for sure. In fact, I did, I actually did review a good number of stop-motion films over the past years for sure, and many of them actually did turn out really good, I have to say, and I guess for for, of course, this movie, that is definitely stop-motion animation at its best, for sure. The way they actually crafted each of the characters and the way they actually move, for sure, they actually have a really good sense of life thrown into it, and I was actually really invested, of course, what goes on, for sure. So yeah, and of course, the bit of a detail they actually put into the hag is also brilliantly well done, and it's really, really incredible all the ways. So yeah, and of course, if anything, to go alongside that, I really do love the way they actually utilize some of the backgrounds and the scenery to actually help blend in with what goes on with the characters, and it actually is really, really incredible to look at for sure. So, and of course, the really nice blended, pretty much the really nice usage and blend of color for sure is also well done, I have to say, yeah, which actually does make this movie stand out a whole lot more for sure. So yeah, that's what I can say for, of course, that front right about now. So yeah, and of course, on top of all that, the visuals and the effects are brilliantly well done to help go alongside the animation for sure. And I really do love a really good sense of lighting that they actually throw into, of course, this one for sure, which actually makes it all the more lifelike for sure, almost like I'm really there for sure. So yeah, and of course, pretty much, if anything, the music, I have to say, is brilliantly composed for sure, and not to mention, it also includes a really good usage of songs for sure, and each and every one of them I've actually heard are, of course, really, really quite nice, and I actually got myself going into, of course, a really nice and soothing melody to, of course, each and every single one of them for sure. So yeah, that's what I can say for, of course, that front right about now. And of course, seeing of how this is a Guillermo del Toro movie, I think it makes sense that I would talk about the direction of course, this film that's done by him, and of course, one other director that also worked alongside him, Mark Gus Roftung. I do indeed apologize if I mispronounce his last name, but either way, both of those directors, I have to say, they really did a fine job in giving a really good sense of direction of course this film. I mean, since it is Del Toro's take on Pinocchio, he gets all the glory for sure. So yeah, I mean, I know it's rather unfair seeing of how this Mark guy also directed it for sure, but then again, when you really think about it for sure, when you go back, over 2 to 3 decades ago when The Nightmare Before Christmas came out, despite the fact that Henry Selick actually did do a fine job, and of course, directing this film really, really great for sure, and he did a really great job directing that for sure. At other times, it also, that Sega film also has a good sense of course, being a Tim Burton film, hence why it is called Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. So yeah, I can definitely say the same argument for, of course, this film for sure, despite the fact that both Del Toro and this Mark guy did a fine job directing this film for sure. Even though Mark actually does do a great job for sure, we definitely know for the fact that this film actually does have a good sense for a Del Toro movie, hence why Del Toro actually is headlining this movie for sure. So but regardless on that, the direction of course this film is still brilliantly well done, and I think both of those directors really did a great job for sure. So yeah, and of course the cinematography in this film through some really great camera work is also brilliant. I really love how well it's brought out some really nice camera shots, and I also also love on how well cut up this film is through some really fantastic editing to help go alongside the pacing for, of course, this film for sure, which is also brilliant for sure. So yeah, but of course the most important thing that I can say for, of course, this film is that I really do love the themes and ideas for, of course, this film is that pretty much it's again far different from any other Pinocchio movie for sure. Is that pretty much of anything, not everything lasts forever for sure, and I do have to fully agree with, of course, this film. Not everything lasts forever for sure. There are going to be times where, of course, some of your friends and loved ones are actually going to pass on for sure, and I'm actually really glad that this film actually did tackle with, of course, this theming idea for sure, which, yeah, I never thought I would actually expect from, of course, a Pinocchio movie, but I'm really glad this film actually did tackle that subject matter for sure, and it is brilliant, hands down. So yeah, I guess with all that combined, I think that actually does show on how much this movie is, of course, one step closer to being pitch perfect for sure. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love this movie, hands down. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. Alright, so I guess those are pretty much everything that I can say for, of course, this film, and I think you can definitely see on how much I actually really love this movie, hands down. So yeah, and the best part about it is that, well, there's not one thing I can actually nitpick on, of course, this one guy. I say this movie actually is close to being pitch perfect all the way, almost close to being a full-on 10 out of 10 for sure, but but yeah, I think that's what I can say on that. So yeah, I guess overall, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is without a doubt a really yeah, almost coming close to being pitch perfect, but still an incredible movie all the way. So everything I would expect for sure actually works perfectly, and I am really impressed with, of course, what's gone down for, of course, this movie for sure. So yeah, and I think that's pretty much why I think the previous two Pinocchio movies that we got for this year should have done in the first place for sure, but sadly didn't all the way. But I'm really glad this movie actually did exactly that, and I guess it is one of those movies that really did warm my heart all the way, which, yeah, I guess in the end is one that I highly recommend for sure. So alright, but yeah, I guess if you actually do want to experience this movie for yourself, then by all means, go ahead and do so. It's currently available for streaming right now on Netflix as we speak, so if you got a couple hours of your time, definitely watch this movie, because let me tell you, you're in for a real treat, hands down, and while you're at it, definitely go watch the behind-the-scenes special that comes alongside this movie when you can, for sure. So yeah, trust me when I say that, I think you're in for, of course, a pretty much a yeah, I was going somewhere, oh yeah, now I remember. Trust me when I say that, once you actually do, I think you're in for, of course, a really great Guillermo del Toro movie that, well, much like when Pinocchio wishes he wants to become a real boy, this movie finally got the wish of course, being a real, fantastic, pitch-perfect movie all the way, so yeah, which is why I am proud to say about now is that, well, for my final score, I'm definitely going to give this movie a massively solid 9.5 out of 10. So yeah, definitely coming close to being pitch perfect, but still all around a really great movie all the way. And I would definitely put it on the same level as, of course, well, Top Gun Maverick and plenty of other great movies I've actually seen for sure, which is rather small, but still great nevertheless. So So yeah, if you got the time and if you have a couple of hours on Netflix to watch for sure, then go ahead and see this movie for yourself. I think you're definitely going to be in for a real treat with this one, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. Alright, so I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, well, send me an email if you want to ask me any questions or book me for a con, with, of course, a guarantee that I won't get sick for sure, but we shall wait and see. And of course, follow me on my social media sites with the links down in the description box below if you want to keep up to date with me. And support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to videos as well as get some awesome rewards. And of course, like this video and give it a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And of course, subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and oh boy. Now if you excuse me, now that I got that out of the way, and I definitely know my next movie for me to talk about is, of course, pretty much Avatar: The Way of Water for sure, so I might as well get myself prepared for that. But much like with this film, I am going to be massively late talking about it, so I'll probably shoot to see it alongside Puss in Boots: The Last Wish for sure, so yeah, but for now, I need to focus on, of course, getting myself back to full health for sure, since after what I've gone through getting infected with COVID, and yeah, now I know how the people who got this disease feel for sure, so yeah, I might as well focus on, of course, getting myself back to a full health for sure, so yeah, I guess until the hang, I think I might as well go ahead and lay down right about now and get some much needed rest, so yeah, right up until my next video comes around, yeah, and trust me when I say the couple of videos I've already shot where, of course, I'm in this state right but now. I hope all of you understand for sure, and I'll be rating once again in other future videos coming up, so yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next video, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lie down right now, so yeah, take care.